not stupid. I know what I'm doing. Every time you get lost, zoning out in your thoughts, I know exactly who you're missing. I know.
Hello guys, how are you doing? What's happening? Murisese, this is the Slick Pastor and welcome to episode number 4 of Life Lessons from Life, a story where I get to share. All right. yeah. Again, tagize. Okay, taktanga man. Kashirago. Sorry. All right. Yo guys, what's happening? Welcome to episode number 4 of Life Lessons from Life. This is a show where I get to share with you stories about my life that we can learn something from, because that's the whole point of life, learning from our experiences so that we can become better human beings, better dads, better spouses, better business partners, and better people. Saga, let's get into it. Today, I want to share with you something that I know is going to relate with so many of you who are out there, who are in the diaspora. People who are not watching from Zimbabwe, maybe you're in South Africa, the UK, Australia, New Zealand, Dubai, China. But vese vakaenda for different reasons. Vamwe variko because varutsvaga mari. Oh, I know kuti munhu wese arutsvaga mari. But takaenda nenzira dzakasiyana. Vamwe vakaenda vachiti ma-students, vamwe vari pama-scholarship, vamwe vakatongoenda kunotsvaga mabasa, vamwe vakatorwa nehama dzavo and stuff like that. So I would like to share my experience from living in the diaspora. Yeah, that's what I got. So yes, I stayed in the diaspora. Ndambogara guys to Dubai. All right, so Dubai is actually like a state. It's an Emirates. That's how it is the United Arab Emirates. So you can go to fun fact, Dubai is not really a country. Dubai. It's just an emirate amongst other Emirates. And just like the United States of America, there is the United Arab Emirates, and Dubai happens to be one of those Emirates. It just so happens that it's the most popular, I think also most developed, and because that's where you've got most sites to see. So anyway, I went there in October 2018. It was on the 12th of October. It was my first time on a plane. Guys, feeling 12 October 2018. And I'm not going to talk much about Ukwira kwangu mdega, but you know, guys, didn't ukwira ndege ndotoenda unenge nyika mfuka kuti ndege ichadonha tiri pakati pesea or something. Atakwira mdege muya mataenda, and then I got there. Here's another thing. I did not have any relative in Dubai, any blood relative in Dubai. Hapana kana munhu wandaizivana naye wekuti ndisekuru wangu ndi hama yangu. All the people that I knew who were in the United Arab Emirates, I knew them through social media, because in 2017, that's when I had started my content creation journey. So I just made friends, from one until you actually make personal contact. Phone, so I was Dubai, so information. Say shout out to my sister Rutendo Mapogotera. Hey, she's an amazing person, together with her husband, because those guys are amazing guys. She's one of the people who and welcomed me. This lady I'm talking about, via airport of Vantora, started showing me around Dubai. Then I started staying with other Zimbabweans, a very, very good family of mine as well. Good people. Brandon, Du, Kudzaibiwa, Babashi, all those guys. These guys were amazing. But now, back to the situation on the ground now. Did you guys know that 90% of the people staying in the Emirate of Dubai are not locals? They are not Arabs. They're actually people from other countries. There are other nationalities who are there to look for jobs. So you can imagine how competitive the environment is. So it also means that since the demand for jobs is high, the supply is a little low, and then but remember, you're on a visa really 3 months long. So the time in 90 days at the same time, my plan was that I need to go there, and then come back and set up a studio. So I was planning to ndaita hantu kuenda ikoko ndongoita 1 year kana kuti 1.5 years. Ndaitoona kuti kana ndaenda ikoko after 1.5 years ndaenda nekamota kangu ndapedza ndadeposita stand ndatenga makamera. Because we all have these thoughts about the diaspora. We all have these feelings ekufunga kuti zoni muri semdara. Ekufunga kuti zoni munhu wese ariko arungera arungonhonga mari. Because muri unochidzwa kuti pane mumwe munhu ari kutotsvaira kuchikoro kwakati anopiwa 1000. Ufunga kuti kana munhu ari kutsvaira kupiwa 1000 ko inini engineer ndinonopiwa kana ka 4000. Unoona? And then you get there, you find that that's not even the situation on the ground. So I've got one message for everybody who's got a relative at the outside. Guys, please be easy on those people. Ukamunzwa wamuti nditumirewo phone, nditumirewo mari, akaudza kuti handina. Mumwe anogona kunge achinyepa, but give them the benefit of the doubt. Because a lot of the times they are struggling to make ends meet because accommodation is high. Zvinhu zvinodhura, zvinhu zvinostressa, guys. And so people have got a lot of emotional stress, financial stress. So that was like the situation I was in. That's where I go. So that was like the situation I was in. We've got expectations. I'm in a relationship with my current wife. I'm in a relationship. Une stress yoti amana zvandasiya bhebhi rangu kuZimbabwe chichi saka tichatozororana here. Iwo anenge akuti pamwe munhu zvaaenda pamwe akutonotorawo mabhebhi ekoko. Une zvinhu zvese izvozvo. So I know that everybody who is away from home, just the moment they land at the airport, they are dealing with a lot. I know it's a prospect for better opportunities, greener pastures and stuff like that. But also there are also things, on the downside that these people have to deal with. So let's cut them some slack. Ngativanzwisise guys kana munhu achitaura kana akanonoka kupindura kana akaita sei kana akaita sei. So svika tirikugara tikutsvaga magraft tikutsvaga pai. So like I told you, there's so much competition in Dubai. Time iri kufamba pauri kugarawo karent inenge yakudiwa ufanira kunge uchidya chikafu every day. And just to move around uchitsvaga basa, transport and everything, you can use maybe $10-15 in a single day. Apo isusu anani jomune mangu ndakarwa kuti makaisa $50 per side. Muchiti ndoichakubatsirai. So I remember I went to this interview. There was this Indian guy. Atita interview. But Najo, where you from? That is only Zimbabwe. Zimbabwe good cricket. All the Indians you meet, especially in the UAE, ukangotaura kuti unobva Zimbabwe. Zimbabwe good cricket because under cricket, and they think tichirogona cricket at all right. Anyway, so this kind of taura naye so akanipa so much assurance akati zvoni okay I'll call you chichi because angaita kunge anakidzwa nemapresentera andaita ndikatobva muchifara ndikafoni kangu kana ndabva nako kuZimbabwe kunoku chichi baba ndichingoti ndadzokera akati will call you this week chingoti ndadzokera ndabva kuinterview the following morning phone yangu yabva yafa guys. How can my phone die at such a critical time? Stressed. Apo mazuva afamba timu randikugara ndandaudza kuti harenti ndozokupai chichi time chichi vakutaura kuti ezinezi renti yakudiwa mudhara chichi semunhu anenge achibatsira unenge wakunyara ndikufunga kuti prospective job pamwe munhu aritoitira kundifonera. I then remembered kuti madays andichangosvika ndine mupesi wandikasangana naye because there were a lot of people who could recognize me from the internet. So ndine mupesi wandikasangana naye panonzi paSahara Center. So pandainogara ndichifunga nezveupenyu hwangu kuti life can be hard out there, guys. It can be so hard. If you're out there in the diaspora and things are not working out for you, really, I'm praying that God may see you through. Because I totally understand what you're going through. So I remembered when the first one ndakasangana naye Deeds Funani. Deeds akanditi chi, ndeipi mudhara chichi, ndakambokuonai, what. Hayi ndanika time ndiri muno. If you ever need anything, anditi, you hit me up, you tell me. And then I remembered that moment. Phone yangu yafa, rendi ichidiwa kuti hazina zinomira bond. I remembered there was a guy. Ndobva ndakumbira mumwe mufesi phone yake, ndikatanga ndokumbira phone yangu ndiende paFacebook. Ndaenda paFacebook ndandasearcha mufesi ya, ndandaenda kuinbox kwake ndamutumira message. Ndikati ona Deeds yangwana. Ndinowa wakasangana pai chichi ukati zoni kana ndikazongoita dambudziko rinoda rubatsiro undibatsirewo. Dambudziko ndawirwa naro ndibatsirewo ndava ndamuudza kuti hazvakamira zvakadai saka abva atonitumira mari guys yekutenga kafoni. So foni yangu yekutanga mari yandikaitenga nayo ndakapiwa naDeeds Funani. God bless you so much my brother. Ndikaunga mari kanga sara kashoma ndandabhadhira ndandabhadhira rent. Okay guys, I've just realized that I'm not going to be able to exhaust everything about this journey and this story in this episode. So what I'm going to do now is to just give you a few lessons that I can reflect on, that I can pick from what I've shared up to this point. And then we are going to share the part 2 to this same episode, to this same story and journey in episode 5. So what I learned from that, phase and section of my story is, number 1, you need to do proper research before you engage in anything. Do your proper research. Find knowledge about something. And this was a story very biblical. Do you know, Jesu anotaura achiti, who amongst you would start a building project without first calculating the costs of what it's going to take to raise the building from the foundation kusvika yapera? Ndiani pakati penyu asingatanga aweka? Nekuti ukasaita izvozvo uchasira project panzira ukasekwa nevanhu. Anzizoni mambo wese asati aenda kuhondo anofanira kutanga aita evaluation yekuti hondo yangu yandinayo nehondo yamambo wandiri kunosangana nayo, yangu inogona here kumukurira? Yangu yakakura sei? Yamambo yakakura sei? Kana ndichiona kuti yangu idiki, zviri better, it's better for you to seek peace with that king before you make war. The whole bottom line of those teachings, the whole bottom line of those messages is an encouragement to yatinoti due diligence here. Yekuti whatever it is that needs to be done, and before you engage in it, make sure that you are thoroughly equipped. Make sure that you have the full knowledge of what it takes. Because, for instance, inidai kumgota kungoenda songodai utolinkwa neapo watowana graft cost kuti utoziva daily cost kuti, so how much do I need to spend in a day? So there is a lot of suffering that I may probably have gone through, that I may have probably went through, which was not necessary, but it was only facilitated by my ignorance. It was only facilitated by my lack of research and unpreparedness. So this is one lesson that I'd like to leave any of you, whatever it is that you're about to get into, whether it's a relationship, whether it's ministry or politics, whether it's a business, whether it's art, or whether you want to travel abroad. Don't just be pushed or influenced by the prospect yokuti life yangu yauda kuita nani, so ndingoenda, without just checking kuti but unyika yevanombode vanhu vanombowana mabasa akawanda sei, how much am I going to be able to save a month? So what are the requirements? How am I going to live the first 3 months before I get there and stuff like that? It's very, very necessary in life. So if you'd like to see the part 2 of this journey, watch out for episode 5. If you have enjoyed this message, please leave a like on this video. Don't forget to subscribe, and also don't forget to drop a comment. See you in the next episode.